Hello and welcome back to another video on Unpacked Technologies. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to downgrade your iPhone or iPad from iOS 16 back to iOS 15. This will allow you to go back to iOS 15 in case you're having major problems running the iOS 16 beta on your device, and will hopefully fix any problems. And if you've got a backup, you'll be able to restore your data as well. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, this process, if you're having problems on the iOS 16 beta, you may need to go back to iOS 15. So you will need a computer for this, so a PC or Mac running iTunes or Finder will be sufficient, and you'll need to plug it into your computer via Lightning, and then you can restore the previous software. Now, if you did take a backup like it is recommended before you installed iOS 16, you will also be able to restore that backup so you can keep your data. Alright, so the first thing I'd recommend doing is making sure that you have iCloud Sync turned on. So you can access this menu by going into settings and then clicking it on your name at the top and then going into iCloud, and make sure that you have everything turned on. Now, this is probably the easiest way to do it because it will automatically sync when you set up the new software once you reset the phone. However, if you don't want to use iCloud or your iCloud storage is full, like in my case, you can decide to back up your files by another means, such as importing your photos into the computer or using OneDrive or Google Photos or other options like that. So that's up to you how you want to back up your data. And then once you've made sure you've gotten a backup of everything, what you can do now is go, you'll need to grab a lightning cable, which is connected to your Mac or PC. So it has to be connected to your Mac or PC, otherwise this step will not work. So make sure your lightning cable is connected to your computer. And then what you need to do is plug your phone in, like so. You may need to trust the computer, so I'll do that quickly now and enter my iPhone passcode. All right, and then once you've done that, what you'll need to do is put your iPhone into recovery mode. So this is very important because otherwise it won't restore, because iOS 16 isn't an official release yet, so you need to make sure that you have it in recovery mode. So the way you do this is on all Face ID iPhones, what you can do is click volume up, volume down, and then hold down the sleep wake button. So do this until you see the recovery mode screen. So I'll do this quickly now. So we'll go volume up, volume down, and then hold down the power button. And then you keep holding until it powers off. And then you've got to keep holding until it shows the recovery mode screen. So we'll just keep holding here. Keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. You'll need to keep holding past the Apple logo here until you see the recovery mode screen. So keep holding that here. All right, and then once you see this screen, you can let go. And it says here, support.apple.com/iPhone/restore at the top. And you'll see a little computer with a lightning cable. Now, this means that you're ready to restore on the computer. So now I'll switch over to the screen recording to show what you should do next. And I can see on my Mac that it's popped up with a little screen, so I'll demonstrate that to you now. Alright, so now that the iPhone is in recovery mode, you'll see this pop up that says there is a problem with the iPhone, which requires it to be updated or restored. So what you need to do at this point is you'll need to click restore here. So when you click restore, it might take a moment here, and then it will say, are you sure that you want to restore the iPhone to its factory settings? All your media and other data will be erased, and the newest version of the iPhone software will be installed. So what that will do is it will install iOS 15.6, which is the latest as of the time of recording this video, latest public release. So that will then restore you back to iOS 15, and your phone will be at its factory settings. So if you want to go ahead with that, you can click the restore and update button at this point. So then once you click that, it will go ahead. It'll just ask you to agree to the terms and conditions of iOS 15.6. Once you agree with that, it will probably take maybe half an hour to restore, maybe a bit less, depending on the age of your iPhone.
And then once you've done that, you'll be on iOS 15.6. Now, if you, at the end, once it's updated, I'm not going to restore my iPhone now because I actually want to keep this on iOS 16. But at the end, once it's restored, if I take this out of recovery mode now, all right, so once your iPhone completes installing iOS 15.6, what you'll be able to do is on the setup assistant of the iPhone, it will ask you if you want to restore your data from a backup. Now, if you've used iCloud backups, as I showed you before, you can do it through there. But if you have a backup on your Mac, what you'll be able to do is select that option, plug your iPhone in, and then you'll be able to restore from the backup on your Mac. So that will mean that you can restore all your data if you have a backup from iOS 15. Now, be warned that if you've taken a backup of your device on iOS 16, it actually won't be able to restore because it's a newer version than iOS 15. So that's why when you install the beta, I strongly recommend that you take a backup of it on iOS 15 before you install the beta, because you won't be able to restore a backup of iOS 16 onto an iOS 15 software. So just make sure that's kept in mind. But yes, when you're in the Setup Assistant, you can restore from an iOS 15 backup. So that leads me on to, if you decide while you're installing that you want to get out of recovery mode, I'll just switch to the camera view to show you how to do that. So if you decide midway through, when you're in recovery mode, that you actually don't want to install it, I'll just demonstrate how to get out of recovery mode. So I'll just show you that now.
All right, so if you decide once you've gotten to this screen you actually don't want to go ahead with the restore and you want to get back into your operating system, the way you go about doing that is you do the same process in reverse. So when you're on this screen, you can just do the same thing that we did to get into this screen by clicking volume up, volume down, and then holding down the sleep wake button. So I'll do that quickly now. Volume up, volume down, hold down the sleep wake button. And this time you'll let go of the button once it shows the Apple logo screen. So once it shows the Apple logo, you can release the sleep wake button and then it'll boot up into your operating system as normal. So we can let go now and we'll just let it reboot into the operating system, and then you'll see that you've got your normal install all working fine. So we'll just give it a moment here. All right, and then as you can see, it's booted back into iOS 16 just fine. So now that is all there is to it, to getting back out of the recovery mode and into your operating system in case you decide that you don't want to go ahead with it. And then you can just unlock your iPhone as normal and get back into it. So yeah, that's all there is to it, to resetting your device and downgrading from iOS 16 to iOS 15 if you're having problems with the software. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see any more tutorials about iOS 16 and any more information about it and things like that, because I'd love to make those videos if you'd like to see them. Other than that, that's it. Hopefully this was helpful in helping you to downgrade from iOS 16 to iOS 15. Thanks for watching this video on Unpacked Technologies. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.